Why would you tell your man, your fiance, that you have terrible taste in men? Let me tell y'all something. Stop telling men stuff like that.
Yeah, stop telling them everything.
Stop telling men, ooh, I really don't know how to pick them. Ooh, everybody I've ever been with treats me bad. Ooh, every man that cheated on me. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. I said, hey.
Hey.
Welcome back to my channel.
Hey, girl.
Hey, y'all. I'm Jasmine W. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here.
You look good.
Y'all know I like to jump right into it, but I first must let you know that I have a comedy tour. The second half of the comedy tour is starting on August 31st in Chicago. I have 2 shows in Chicago that night. Then we'll be in Vallejo, California for a free show sponsored by the Vallejo Library. And then we will be in Philly. Vallejo, September 14th. Philly is October 12th. Support a Black woman in comedy. So if you can't come to the shows yourself, tell somebody else about the show. Also, I have a secret society on Patreon. That's what I call my Patreon community. And I have a weekly live podcast I do on there called Jazz After Dark. We've done just under 20 episodes. It's a show where I talk about intimacy.
Sex.
Last episode, we talked about kissing and cuddling. And I talked about some sexual arousal type mushrooms that I tried. And I gave an update on whether they worked or not.
They
so
did.
Go ahead and click the link in my bio. Join my secret society. It is $5 a month. But by joining, you're helping me continue to create content and pursue my dreams and do all the things and not have to do it for free like I've been doing for the past decade. So thank you. This is Love is Blind. Okay, y'all. So we did part 1, the first 4 episodes of Love is Blind. These next episodes are going to be about the next 4 parts. Honestly, I've already watched all of them. I have all of my notes right here, and here are all of my damn notes.
All of them.
Okay? And I'm just going to continue to talk until we get through all 4 episodes. Okay? I have not watched the last 2 episodes of Love is Blind because I hate to watch them before. I like to give my reviews before I watch them because I want to know, I want to predict what's going to happen and be right.
I'm always right.
Anyway, so let's get into it. We're going to go episode by episode. So Love is Blind, episode 5. We started off, we're gonna go couple by couple, like we do with Married at First Sight. If you watch my channel all the time, you know how it goes.
Subscribe.
Okay.
Go ahead and subscribe right now.
I haven't looked at these notes in days. Anyway, Nicole, Benaya, and Sam, the love triangle. Let's start there, honey. And actually, episode 5 through episode 9, they remained a love triangle. You know what? Should we do it couple by couple or should we go episode at a time? Should I do it couple by couple or should we do episode at a time, TikTok?
People on live said I should do it couple by couple. So that's what I'm going to do.
Let's start with Benaya, Nicole, and Sam. Nick, Ben, Sam. Nick, Ben, Sam. Okay? So in episode 5, Nicole wants to apologize to Benaya after not choosing him. Oh my God. Why would you apologize to a man for not choosing him?
Right.
Like, you couldn't see any, you didn't know what to do, you were bamboozled, you were hoodwinked, you were fooled. Okay, who cares? Like, I just want to say that you were my connection the whole time. Girl, you said what you said and you chose who you chose. But anyway.
Stand on business.
I wrote down Benaya's really tall. And he actually seems like a regular human being, unlike Sam. Sam seems... There's nothing authentic about Sam. He is fake. He has low self-esteem.
Within.
And it's just something about him that I don't like, but we're going to get to it. It's a bunch of things about him that just rub me the wrong way. But anyway, Nicole told Benaya that something didn't feel right from the beginning. And Benaya said, I tried to warn you, girl. I tried to tell you, girl. We was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
We know, Benaya. You saw everything. You see through everybody. We get it.
And then when Nicole and Benaya sat down, he was like, oh, you know, I was nervous walking up here, blah, blah, blah. And then he ended up proposing to Nicole. And I was like, girl, why are your nails not done for this? Ooh. Because her nail polish was all chipped. Looked like she'd been biting her nails and stuff. I said, girl, is you nervous? Because why are your nails like that? Anyway. Benaya told Nicole, I lost you once. I don't want to lose you again.
Okay.
But he couldn't give her a commitment in the pods. Why was he on the show if he didn't want to get engaged? If you didn't want a commitment, if you didn't want to get engaged, if you didn't want to get married, why are you on the show, Benaya? Also, I told y'all, be aware. I told y'all in episode 1 through 4, be aware of nomad men. Nomad men do not commit to shit. Okay? They don't commit to a place to live. They don't commit to a car payment. They don't commit to a job. They don't even commit to a bike or an animal most of the time. They get rid of them as needed. I knew a nomad man who used to camp and he eat his animals whenever he just need a few dollars in his pocket and don't have money for pizza.
Now, why you lying?
Don't be with a nomad man, but she chose Benaya. Anyway, I talk about that, how those were two terrible options. Sam and Benaya were two absolute terrible options, but whatever. Anyway, Benaya ended up proposing to Nicole, and I wrote down Benaya and Nicole really do seem like they match each other's freak, right? Seem that way. I'm talking so fast. Inner me is probably like, girl, I can't even get a word in. Anyway.
Nah, you good.
Let's move on to Benaya and Nicole in episode 6, the progression of their relationship, okay? So in episode 6, I wrote down, does Nicole wear this red lipstick every day?
Looks like it.
Baby, it's giving very much Mama Tina.
Ooh, girl.
Because why are you wearing red lipstick every day? Y'all, let me tell you something.
Tell us.
And when we get in our mid-30s, we want to have our signature look. I love that for us. Don't ever have your signature look be a red lip.
Ever, please.
Because it's very
vintage,
elderly. I don't even know how to say it. Like in your mid-30s, that should never be your look. Maybe when you 60, 70, you turn into that girl when you wear a red lip. But every day a burgundy lip, even in the summer?
No.
You don't ever do clear gloss. You don't ever do a lip liner, a little cute brown. Girl, anyway. Nicole told Benaya that I wasn't intimate with any man until I was in my 20s because I'm conscious about who I share my body with.
Good for you.
Okay. Listen, this is a good point. I need to make a whole separate video about this. But I really want women to understand. This sounds like she wasn't centering men, but she was. Because why would you tell a man that? Oh, I wasn't romantically interested or intimate with a man until I was in my late 20s because I'm very particular about who I share my body with.
Okay.
You will never get respect from a man that don't give you respect automatically. Like, there's no prize for being demure. There's no prize for being a respectable woman from a man. So you thought, oh, wow, she didn't even give her body up until she was in her late 20s. What a princess. What a beautiful virgin.
She's not a whore.
Girl, get out of here with that. Like, who honestly cares? You thought he was really gonna respect you from that, and guess what he had to say? Nothing. He had no comment. But anyway, then Benaya ended up giving Nicole a ring. I said, girl, you let this man propose to you without a ring?
What a thing. Without a ring.
I want to do this to the whole relationship.
Girl.
Because ain't no man ever in his life ever going to propose to me without a ring. Because, like, I want you to have put some thought into it. Contemplated it. You mean to tell me you walked up the driveway and decided you were going to propose to me, Benaya?
Right. That's what he did.
This is my issue with Benaya and what we're not clocking on his personality. He's very spontaneous. Anything he creates a bond with, in my opinion, could be very fragile. Because once he decides it's not for him anymore, he can move on just like he moves on when he hitchhikes to the next car, to the next truck stop.
Bus stop.
Okay? He proposed to you without a ring.
He don't commit. Sorry.
Anyway, let's move on to episode 7 with Nicole and Benaya. All I wrote down is they said they had a great physical connection. That was the T. In episode 8 is when it really got the tea started to overflow. Okay, because all of the couples came back together, and Nicole and Benaya were reintroduced to Sam. Okay, and Nicole says, I want to get closure with Sam, and I want to give him the ring back. Why can't the producers do that?
Yeah.
I do not understand people who want closure. The closure is when he said he didn't want to be with you. The closure is when you said you didn't want to be with him. The closure was when he ghosted you. The closure was when he didn't text you back. The closure was when he blocked you.
Amen.
On everything. Instagram,
Hallelujah.
blocked your email, blocked. I saw a girl on TikTok the other day who was like, I wanted to get closure and I wanted to get some things back from my boyfriend. And so I went to his house and he played dead for 3 days. And I found out he wasn't dead. Because he don't want you around. Okay? The stuff you left over that man's house, that's his stuff now. All that shit can be replaced. Let it go.
You did to him.
Sorry, it's late. I don't have much patience. Tonight. Anyway, Benaya said that Nicole was hoodwinked. He literally said hoodwinked. I said, where he learned that at? And he said that he does not like to see somebody that he loves be tricked. Anyway, when all the couples got together, Sam walks in. Okay. And Sam tells Benaya, hey man, what's going on? Yeah, we'll talk later. And Benaya goes, will we? But you know what? I feel like what's one thing that I consider to be very sexy is a guy who says, no, actually we won't talk. I'm good. Have some boundaries.
Yes.
Because why when Sam told you y'all will talk, you were like, you turned into it was very adolescent. It was a very adolescent moment. Because you were like, will we? Gee willikers, guy. Baby, just tell him, actually we won't. I'm not interested.
Exactly. Stand on business.
Just be a man about it. If you want to leave, go right.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Oh. You ain't got a lot of me. Just be a man.
So Sam spent the entire evening, the whole night, walking around saying, Nicole wanted to be physical with me. Remember, Nicole, when you wanted to be physical with me? Remember, Nicole, when you wanted to get physical with me? Remember when you wanted to get physical, you were trying to get in my pants? Do you remember, Nicole, when you came over my house that night and you wanted to get physical with me? Hey, Benaya, do you know that Nicole wanted to get physical with me? Did Nicole tell you that she wanted to see my penis?
Oh, okay. We get it.
Guess what, Sam? You're not special. We all want to see your penis.
Girl.
Okay? That don't make you the one.
We do, though.
That doesn't mean we're in love with you. Okay? Just because we want to get physical, just because we want to see what's popping, doesn't mean that you're the one. So stop feeling yourself, okay? That does not mean that Nicole wanted to marry you, walk down the aisle, be with you for the rest of her life. She just wanted to see what you was working with. Okay? Have you ever heard Missy Elliott? Okay? Have you ever heard Missy Elliott? Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my game down, flip it, and reverse it. She just wanted to see if it was worth it and she could work it. What is the big deal? Why do you keep telling everybody? What is the big deal? Why you keep telling everybody in the room she wanted to sleep with y'all? Of course she did, because you're tall. You're over 6 feet tall. We all want to sleep with you just to see, just so we can go tell our friends about it. We can tweet about it, talk about it, text about it. Okay? You're not special.
You're not.
I wrote down Sam needs help.
If you're a fly girl,
Okay.
get your nails done.
Why is Sam crying or acting like he's going to cry when talking about Nicole? Like talking to her. Anyway, Sam and Nicole ended up having a chat. And they ended up smoothing everything out like two adults, which I really love for them. And then Nicole hugged Sam and he was like, oh, I hope I don't got makeup on me. She was like, actually, honey, you know I don't really wear makeup like that. I said a flex. Ooh. Because her skin is flawless. Do you guys see her skin? She's not wearing foundation. You hoes are mad because she has a flawless face, honey. I thought she had a little foundation on, a little tinted moisturizer. You know, just a little liquid, a little cream to powder. Nothing. No powder, no nothing.
Nothing.
And y'all could never. That's what she basically told Sam.
She said fresh face.
Anyway, she went back. Y'all, people say some stupid stuff on Love is Blind. Nicole went back to her fiance, Benaya, and said, you know, I ended up talking to Sam and you know, we had a good chat, and what we had in the pods was real.
Real?
Why are you telling him what you had in the pods was real? That's over. Y'all not together. So why are you telling him what you had in the pods was real? You want him to be jealous, or what you want him to do? Cuss you out and break up with you and take his ring back that he just gave you 24 hours ago? What are you doing? Why are you saying something stupid like that, Nicole? Oh my God. And then of course, Benaya got upset. He's like, oh, you're coming over here after chatting with him and telling me what you guys had was real. Like, who wants to hear that? Nobody. Anyway, I wrote down Sam and Benaya go at it after they have, you know, during their one-on-one chat. And I wrote down, who cares? And then Sam said, she wanted to sleep with me. And I said, no. Who cares? I wasn't interested in their argument. I wasn't interested in their conversation. It's old. It's stale to me. So, I didn't take notes on it.
It's old. It's stale.
Anyway.
I'm over it.
Let's move on to episode 9. The final episode that I watched. Or the final episode of the second drop of Nicole and Ben. We got to see Ben's family. And, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. They look mean as hell to me. I was like, ooh, are these? It's giving very much, we're about to make her some tea. But they ended up being nice. I don't know what they was doing, but anyway, Benaya's mom and sister said, oh, you know, when he couldn't, after Nicole rejected him, they said he couldn't eat. We've never seen him like that where he couldn't eat. I said, really? Because he looked like he ain't ate in a minute.
Don't say that. You'll get canceled.
I don't want to talk about nobody's physical, but Benaya looked like he could eat a burger or 2 or 3. He looks like he need nourishment. To me. Is that body shaming to say he need nourishment? Is that wrong to say about somebody they look like their body need nourishment? Let me know. Is that problematic?
I think nourishment is good.
I think he needed a little nourishment, some vitamins,
meat,
protein,
protein, yes,
something. But anyway, that's just me.
Maybe a milkshake or something like that.
Anyway, I wrote down the family was asking Nicole about Sam. Why are y'all asking her about Sam? Sam is no longer living as far as Nicole is concerned. That's how it ought to be.
Rest in peace.
Why are you asking me about the guy that I chose first? Like, why are we even talking about that? That didn't happen. Now I'm here now. That's the past. I'm like a man who cheat at this point. Like, why are we bringing up the past?
Why?
Baby, that was yesterday. But the past, I thought we moved past that. I thought we worked it out. But you cheated last night. But damn, it's the morning now.
Always bringing up old stuff. So
can we not, like, how are we going to have a relationship if we can't move forward?
Yeah, you stuck in the past. What happened yesterday?
Anyway, my prediction is that Benaya and Sam will actually end up being together. But not for the long run. But I do think they will say yes at the altar.
Woo! Really? Interesting.
Let's move on to the next couple, honey.
Still haven't watched it yet. Let's see what happens.
Let's move on to the next couple. Steven and Sabrina. Now, me and my group of friends got together and we asked ourselves, we asked each other who was our favorite couple. And my friend said that Steven and Sabrina were too boring. But don't you want to be a boring couple as far as this show is concerned? Like, Love is Blind is not a place where you want to be the most exciting couple.
Right, true.
But let's get into it. And I also want to say, a lot of people said that Steven was fine to y'all. Ooh. I don't see it. I mean, I personally don't see it, but
who said that?
It's giving almost grandpa to me. I don't know what it is, but he's a nice looking gentleman, but fine is a reach. Anyway, Sabrina's cute though. But anyway, Steven on episode 5 had his Speedo on, and I wrote down it's 2024. Like, who is shocked to see a Speedo at this point?
Right.
And Ollie told Steven that he's punching, which I found out it means that your partner is hotter than you are, which is like you're punching, or your partner is punching down and you're punching up. So that's like UK slang. Thanks to everybody in the comments who gave me that tip. In the next episode, well, this is episode 6. I have literally no notes on Steven and Sam. Wow. Or is it Steven and Sam? Yeah, Steven and Sam. Let's see on episode 7 if I have notes about Steven and Sam. Oh, okay. I think it's Steven and Sabrina, not Steven and Sam. But in episode, what is this? Episode 8, I think, my notes. I have a bunch of notes that don't matter. I just wrote down they negative. But let's see here.
As a unit, they negative.
If I have any other notes on them. Steven and Sabrina. I keep writing down. I keep calling her Sam. Anyway, this is the episode where Sam and Steve met each other's families or something like that. Or Steve met Sam's family. And Sam kept telling Steve that she has terrible taste in men. And he was like, oh, okay.
You talking about me?
And she was like, yeah, I hope you work out because I have terrible taste in men. Actually, I really know how to pick them, but not really. I'm being sarcastic. Why would you tell your man, your fiance, that you have terrible taste in men? Let me tell y'all something. Stop telling men stuff like that.
Yeah, stop telling them everything.
Stop telling men, ooh, I really don't know how to pick them. Ooh, everybody I've ever been with treats me bad. Ooh, every man that cheated on me. Woo! I done been with every broke man who cheat on me and he treat me bad and he stay out all night and I just really don't know how to pick him. Why would you tell somebody that? Are you not embarrassed? Because why would you say that?
And he thinking he getting ready to cheat too, hell, at this point.
That's something you keep to yourself. And that's also a sign that, wow, if you don't know how to pick them, I don't need to be with you then.
Period.
Because you damn sure ain't going to not know how to pick them and then be with me.
Period.
Because that's ridiculous. Stop telling men all about your past.
Period.
They don't need to know all of that. They don't need to know that every single person you've been with cheated on you. And you didn't use no condom with all of them.
Girl, what?
Come on now. That's dumb. Stop telling people your business. Oh my goodness. Anyway. Let's see if I have any notes about them in episode 9. Nope. Maybe they are the most boring couple.
All
right. Let's move on to the next couple. Let's move on to Tom and Maria. Tom and Maria. Tom is the white guy. Maria is the North African Muslim girl. Remember her? In the first episode of this drop, they're sitting around gossiping about Ollie and Demi and Kat. And Ollie told the guys when he got back to the room after Kat broke it off with him that he broke up with Kat. And I wrote down that's because Ollie did break up with Kat. in his head.
Right.
In his head, he broke up with her because he was waiting to break up with her, and you know, they wanted the same thing, but that's neither here nor there. And I know that's not about Tom's relationship, Tom and Maria, but we're gonna get to Ali and Demi later. In the next episode, I wrote down Tim, Maria, and Tom don't really have a lot of drama, but this is when she told him, you know, well, he knew that she was a makeup artist, right? And he's an executive. And he told her that he had a different perception of her. Like, he didn't think as highly of her because she's a makeup artist. And he's like, oh, I'm an executive. If you think so highly of yourself, Tom, why you can't pay all the bills if your wife gets pregnant? Tom specifically said, I'm not comfortable with having a stay-at-home wife. I'm not comfortable with having the mother of my child stay at home. Oh, if you think so highly of yourself, if you such an executive and you make big money and you got big important decisions and shit to make, why you can't take her out of bills then? Oh, you must not be that hot then, huh?
Must not.
Yeah. She actually works for herself. She's an entrepreneur. Makeup artists work for themselves. You work for somebody else, Tom. And for you to look her in the face and say, oh yeah, I didn't really think that highly of you. I didn't really think makeup artists were that smart or anything like that. And you mess around and take orders from another man who looks just like you? Excuse me? Let's be clear, honey. She's a business owner. She's an entrepreneur. You take orders from your boss.
A read.
So what?
Who?
Please please do not insult makeup artists. They're creative entrepreneurs. It's not easy being a creative entrepreneur. It's not easy being an entrepreneur in general. So please get it together. Tom lost me. That's where he lost me on that episode. Okay?
Put some respect on her name.
So let's move on to episode, what is this? Episode 7, Tom and Maria. This is where Maria said she's moved on from the makeup artist comments. And she starts telling Tom about in her culture what it means to show affection in public as a Muslim woman. She also said her dad passed away and wished that Tom could meet her dad because she feels like they're similar. And Tom got to meet Maria's family. Now, Maria's family is black.
Obviously.
I don't know how Maria identifies, but she doesn't look like a black woman to me, which is fine. That is how genetics work.
They're kooky.
Okay? Sometimes you will have kids that come out, like Cardi B, looks like a black woman to me, has afro textured hair. Hennessy has silky straight hair. She does not identify or appear as a black woman that I know of, right? So that is how genetics and phenotypes work. But I said, oh my God, her family black. Okay, get into it. I just think it's really weird how Maria's acting like she's like, oh, well, everything's moving so fast. I don't know if my mom will approve of how we are moving. I think a lot of y'all's families, it's not that it's like a culture shock or anything. I think a lot of y'all's families just like to have control over y'all.
There it is.
I think that's why a lot of people be like, oh, I don't know if my parents would approve. I don't know. That's why so many parents don't agree with their adult kids in their 30s doing whatever they want with their lives. That's just because y'all's family, they're used to having control over your decisions in your lives and feel like they're owed that. Their opinions matter in your life and they should make a difference. But the reality is you're all grown. Why would Tom's mom not want to be a part of the wedding? Why would you not support your 30-year-old child? Tom's 40.
Selfishness.
He's 40. If he ain't found love at this point, I'd be like, baby, do whatever you gotta do. What you need me to do? Where you need me to stand?
Period.
Because if you want love and you haven't found it and you're 39 years old, why would I fold my arms and have the audacity not to show up and support you? What a selfish individual.
Like,
imagine how selfish and self-centered you have to be to not support your 40-year-old kid who's looking for love and wants a family, and they finally found a way to do it and got accepted on this show, whether you agree with it or not. Child, some people need help. That just made me mad for real.
For real. Support your kids.
That really made me mad because I hate to see people on shows who aren't getting support from their family. But at least Maria's family did come around and, they were on the show and they supported her in that way. Even though this is probably not a traditional way of getting married for them because on TV and stuff like that. But Tom's family couldn't even do that. And somebody got mad on my YouTube last year when I was watching Married at First Sight. And I said, from what I've seen on TV, season after season of watching the show, white people need to do a better job of supporting their kids and the decisions that they make without them. Because, and I don't think it's just white people. I think it's all parents. But when the people come on this show, it's a lot of white kids who feel like, my parents aren't supporting me. They're not showing up. They're not coming to the wedding. All of that stuff. That's community issues. Because that's a part of like supporting your community and always showing up for your kids. What's the issue, y'all? Come on now. Figure it out. People get mad when I say that though on my channel. But that's just an observation that I see every season. Anyway, and did it not happen with Benaya? Who people not showing up for them? Maria and Tom. I wrote down, again, Tom is an example of white people not supporting their kids. Support your damn kids. I literally wrote that down right here.
Girl, let it go. We get it.
Anyway, Maria has another cultural issue with Tom. It's time to break up. But she said that
it's time to break up.
They went out on their first ice cream date and Tom did not pull out his wallet.
It's time to break up.
I'm done.
Cut the cameras.
I'm done. Cut the cameras. I'm done. Because why would I sit here and let this sister of color settle for a man who won't even pay for her damn ice cream?
Wow.
She had to pull her pocketbook out and pay for your way and your homeboy's way. And sometimes your cousin's way.
Hell no.
I'm done. Maria, you paid for this man's ice cream. And her sister was like, it's just ice cream. If it's just ice cream, the big executive, the big badass executive who runs shit can pay for it. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Why the executive can't pay for it? He's the big dog.
Why are you barking?
Why he can't pay for it? Why does the little old raggedy ass makeup artist have to pay for it? Tom,
the broke one.
That's what I can't stand. A hypocrite. Child. Anyway, let me get off of that. But she said she would be embarrassed if she pulled out her card and her man are not married. Period. I mean, here's the thing. Even when I was married, I have a boyfriend now. I pay for things sometimes. But I definitely would never pay for nothing when a man talk about some, I'm a big dog and you just a raggedy little makeup artist.
I think I paid for ice cream
once. If you're going to look down on me, look all the way down on me and pull out your wallet and actually pay all my bills. You're right. I'm struggling. Pay my bills.
I'm struggling.
Because you're supposed to be so bad. Like what?
What you pay for?
I believe you should do whatever works for you in a relationship, but don't talk down to your partner and then not pay for all their stuff. If you're gonna talk down, baby, show me the money. Period.
Wait, what you pay for though?
Tom, this is the biggest red flag of the season in my opinion.
Hello?
Tom said that if his mom was with a guy and that man paid for everything, his mom would be insulted.
Break up with him.
He said if my mom was with a guy and a man paid for everything for my mom, she would be insulted. It's time to break up with him.
Period.
Because you know what it's giving? My mom worked 3 jobs. She took care of 3 kids. She sacrificed. She struggled. She scraped. She scratched, she survived, and look how we came out. Why can't you do that?
Scratching and surviving.
When a man pay for me, please pay for me. Please let me put my wallet up. Please let me put my measly dollars away because they're no good here.
No good.
And you telling me your mom would be insulted? I would have broke up with him right then and there. Right then and there. Because if that's the type of woman that raised you, go find a woman who wants to scratch and survive with you then. While you make all the money as an executive because you a big boss. Please, get out of here.
Hanging in a child line, good times. Ain't we lucky we got 'em? Good times.
Tom brought up Tash. And then we get to the point where Tom and Maria and Tash are in the same room during the couples evening where all the couples got together with the people they didn't pick and had cocktail hour. And Tom tells Tash that she looks more glamorous than she thought she was gonna look.
Disrespectful.
And then Tom tells Tash that him and Maria are not 100%. They're not 100% sure that they're gonna choose each other because they're having problems in their relationship. And then Tash tells Tom, I care for you so much.
Pick me.
I always feel like we're gonna have a connection.
Pick me again.
I think you may have been the one for me. I just want to let you know you're always gonna be a part of my heart.
Really?
And then Maria, who said, oh, I don't care. I don't care about my men talking to another woman. I don't care. Then she comes stomping over talking about my feet hurt. Let's go sit down. She grabbed Tom real quick. For somebody who didn't care, she really got her ass up and grabbed him.
She started caring. Looked like she cared. I know you don't care too much, but
then apparently Tash told Tom that she loves him. I missed that part. I must have been too busy cackling and eating popcorn or something. I don't know.
With my head back.
But anyway, at the end of the day, Maria and Tom, my battery gonna die, so I'm gonna have to do this in 2 parts. Maria and Tom got no hard questions from Tom's family. And Maria says she don't want to end up paying for this man's mortgage. And I'm gonna talk about that on part 2. Should you help your man pay his mortgage or not? Ooh. Go watch part 2.
Y'all ain't gonna like it.
Another day, another dollar. Hey y'all. Welcome back to my channel. I said
Welcome
hey.
back to my channel.
Welcome back to my channel. Hey y'all, I'm Jasmine W. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Y'all know I like to jump right into it, but first I must let you know that I have a secret society. Yes, I have a Patreon where there's exclusive content and a weekly live podcast that I do called Jazz After Dark, where we talk about intimacy. Yes, the last episode was about kissing and cuddling, but we've talked about everything from BDSM to how to make friends in your 30s. So go ahead and click the link below and join my secret society. Also, if you join, you'll be able to see, even if you join for free, you'll be able to see the comedy shows that I'm doing in LA and other cities, and you might even get free tickets. So I'll be in Chicago on August 31st for 2 shows. I'll be in Vallejo, California for a free show for the community sponsored by the Vallejo Library on September 14th, and I'll be in Philly on October the 12th. So get into it. Y'all know it's another day, another dollar. We are in the middle of the 2nd drop of Love is Blind. I have not seen the finale episodes yet. There are 2 finale episodes. I have not seen them. So I'm making predictions, and you know, if you're watching this video, you probably watched the last video. So we were in the middle of talking about Maria and Tom. And do I think that Maria should help Tom pay his mortgage? Okay. Here's the thing. This is my honest opinions. Some people may not agree with this. I totally understand if you don't agree with this point of view. But if I had a house, right? Which I will. Once I get legally divorced, I will have a house, right? So once I have a house and if I meet somebody else and they decide to move in with me into my house, right? And we get married. If my man looked at me and said, oh, I don't want to pay your mortgage, I would say, well, you was willing to pay somebody else's.
Oh, okay. When you was paying rent.
So baby, if you don't want to pay my mortgage, where's your house? Because we can move in with you. But if you don't want to pay my mortgage, you'd rather pay Bill's mortgage up the street. You don't even know him. You'd rather pay a corporation. Like, I don't really understand that argument. You need somewhere to live, and it costs to live somewhere, right? So be by yourself, or wait for somebody who you can buy a house with them. But I don't think that, I understand the argument of how were the bills getting paid before I moved in. I understand that argument as well, but Tom obviously is not going to be the type of man who pays all the bills. He told you that. So what do we do now? What's next?
He's never gonna do it.
I don't think you can move in with somebody and they tell you, I don't want to pay all your bills. I don't want to be the type of husband who pays for everything. And then you say, well, I'm not paying your mortgage. Well, don't be with them. Stay in your apartment. Like, do you have a house? Do you live with your mom? Like, if she lives with her mom, don't be with Tom. But I don't think I would let somebody move in with me and say, oh, well, you know what? Before you got here, the bills was being paid by me, so you don't have to pay nothing. Like, do I think she should have to pay his mortgage? No, but you already know what the situation is with him. He's not going to pay the bills. And so stay where you stand. Don't be with him, I think it's realistic. If I met a man who had a house and I moved in with him, I'm not splitting the bills 50-50 with you.
And what?
I'm just not. I would never be with somebody who asked me to do that.
Why would you do that?
But you take care of the mortgage and I'll help out with other things. Groceries, the light bill. I'm fine with that. Some people may agree, some people may not agree. That's me.
Internet, I need that.
But obviously the bills was getting paid before you got here, or before I got here. So continue to pay them. And I'll help you out because I live here now. To me, that makes sense. But
telling your husband you not, it's just
I feel like the whole 50-50 bill splitting conversation, should a man pay for everything, all that conversation, I feel like it is not worth discussing online because you should have to do what's best for your relationship. I've been married before. I know how to compromise on things. You know what I mean? I know. I've been through that before, but a lot of people who have never been through that steady love to have conversations about it. So I don't understand that. But I'm not in a relationship right now. I'm looking at Tom and Maria's relationship, and their situation moving together.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. But I'm not in a relationship where I live with my partner right now. So I'm looking at them, and I think Maria wants a man who pays for everything. There's nothing wrong with that. Tom is not that man. So why are you with him? And you saying, why should I come pay Tom's mortgage? And then we break up after 5 years, and then I paid your mortgage for you. I mean, I don't know what to tell you about that, Maria. Like, if a man moved in with me and I got my own house, he's going to help me pay these bills because he lives here. And if he moves out, that's fine. He don't have a house. But if he had a house, then maybe we'd be like, oh, maybe I'll move in with you. And maybe I'll put my house up for rent. And I can use some of the income to help you. Like, it's about helping each other. So if you already got that mindset, you might as well not be with them. You might as well not be with them.
And be single.
You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion. Let's move on to the next couple. Okay. C said 50-50
what y'all
is
think?
BS.
Comment and tell me what y'all think.
Do whatever you want in your relationship. Like, to be honest with you, everything is BS. Like, if you make $150,000 a year and your partner makes $150,000 a year, why would splitting it 50-50 be BS? We make the same. Let's split it.
It's not. It's just
that's my opinion. Now, if my partner made $5 million a year and I made $150,000 a year, then splitting it is BS. Because you make way more money than me. Why would we split it?
I'm gonna do a separate video about this. We supposed to be talking about Love is Blind, girl.
Okay, next we're talking about Freddie and Kat. Let's start with episode 4. And we're gonna go through the timeline of their relationship over these, few episodes. So, Kat is talking about Ollie again. She literally never stops talking about Ollie. I wrote down, why is she talking about him again? She said, I'm nervous to see Ollie. Why are you nervous to see Ollie? Freddie said, I really don't know if that matters. And it doesn't. I wrote down exactly. It doesn't matter if you see Ollie or not. It doesn't matter how you feel when you see him because y'all aren't together. So, and then Freddie told her, whatever you want to do, I'll stand by you. I wrote down, Freddie is secure as fuck. Wouldn't be me. Yeah, wouldn't be me. On the next episode, episode 6, Kat and Freddie are doing yoga. And Kat said, your balls are going to be in my face. And Freddie said, again? Freak, nasty. Go a couple of rounds, leave it up in the casket. Okay, anyway. I hate this. Y'all, this is one of the things I cannot stand about people, young people in relationships or people who never been in relationships. Kat talks about how Freddie leaves the toilet seat up. Y'all, I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. Can we stop talking about men leaving the toilet seat up? Literally. Can we literally, I never want to talk about it ever again. I never want to hear it ever again. Men go pee and sometimes they leave the toilet seat up. It's one of the tiniest things that will ever matter in your relationship. I promise you, it won't matter. It won't matter. When somebody passes away in your family and the man is there for you, it won't matter that he leaves the toilet seat up. In fact, I hope my man can get me separate bathrooms, separate toilets. Okay? A toilet for him and a toilet for me. Okay? Because I don't give a damn. I honestly, stop trying to make that a thing that we still argue about. Like, literally, you have to look before you sit down and pee. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. You have to look. Literally, a man leaving the toilet seat up is like one of the oldest freaking conversations, and we still bring it up. Like, they're just not gonna do it. Damn. Let it go. God damn. They're not gonna do it. Who cares? Look before you piss. Look before you take a poo-poo. I don't know what to tell you. I never told no man I was with, stop leaving the toilet seat up. I just said, anyway, I got bigger fish to fry. Child, anyway. Kat says sometimes she feels like she doesn't feel good enough for Freddie. And then Freddie admitted to her that he cheated before. I wrote down, who hasn't? Who hasn't? I've cheated on a high school boyfriend before. Who cares? Like, let it go. Like, damn, just because he cheated on somebody else don't mean he gonna cheat on you. Maybe he went to therapy. Maybe he, whatever the case is. Or maybe he will cheat, because a lot of men do. Like, who cares? Just, like, enjoy. Do you see how Freddie looks? I thought about dying and telling my parents that I want my body to go to the UK. I thought about playing dead. Okay? I thought about playing dead so my parents can move my body to the UK so that Freddie's funeral home can process my dead body so that Freddie can touch me. Do you see how Freddie looks? The man looks good, okay? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was with Freddie and he came home, he said, babe, I'm sorry I cheated on you. I say, you know what? I don't see how anybody could resist you, honestly. I'm surprised. How many times? Just once? Wow. Freddie looks good. And now I guess you have low self-esteem. Babe, I don't know what to tell you. You're 20 something years old. That's why being in a relationship in your 20s is so stupid. You shouldn't be in a relationship in your 20s. You should be out experiencing life, being with the people you want to be with, and living your life. There's no reason to commit to anybody in your 20s. But anyway, Freddie said it was 7 years ago when he cheated on his last girlfriend and he felt very bad. I wrote down, getting a guy to explain his past mistakes thoroughly is good, because if he does, you can really tell whether he's grown from it, you know? So I'm not opposed to asking a guy like, oh, have you ever cheated before? And then he says yes, and I'm like, okay, well, why did you cheat? Like, what made you cheat? Like, what was the situation? You know, I want to know, what's your thought process behind it? How have you processed it? How have you taken accountability from it? How maybe you can express how you've grown from it, and then I can make a decision. But just because you cheated, it doesn't mean that I'm going to just say, oh, you're going to cheat on me too, and never speak to you again. Freddie said he has insecurities as well. I wrote down where. And Freddie said marriage comes naturally to him, which I thought was nice. Y'all, please tell me, y'all, Freddie looks good. I'm gonna say something about Freddie at the end of this, though. I'm gonna say something about Freddie at the end of this. On episode 7, Freddie and Chris were out shopping, and she said that he needs to be serious and he plays too much. I like a man who plays too much. That's just me. I play too much too. Freddie, we got to see Freddie's place. And we got to meet Freddie's family. I wrote down his sister's very cute. Look how cute his sister is. And we found out that the girl, Kat, went to ballet school and now she's a dental nurse. And I think Freddie's sister said that he seems reserved, more reserved than he usually is. And I wrote down, that's because his girl is mean as hell. You have to if you don't like who your man is, don't be with him. If you have to tell a man, stop playing, you play too much. Oh my God, like, can you be serious? No, I want to be in a serious relationship. Don't be with him. If you with a girl, you have to say, dang, babe, loosen up, be more fun. I want you to be more fun, be more spontaneous. Don't be with her. Why are you giving them tips on their personality and how to be? That's none of your business. Like the person for who they are right now, or don't be with them. And let's see here. Okay. So on episode 8, this is when it gets juicy. Freddie and Kat are at the mixer. And Kat tells the other girls that Freddie told her that she could walk by naked. She could walk by him naked and he wouldn't even notice. If a man told me that, I wouldn't be with him. If he told me I can walk by naked and he wouldn't even notice. The other day I walked by my boyfriend naked and I was, I don't know what I was doing, but I was like butt naked. And he was looking at me and I was so uncomfortable with the way he was looking at me. Like, why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like I'm a steak and you're a damn pit bull? Okay? Please stop looking at me like that. He was looking at me like I was kibble and he was a damn cat. Okay? He was looking at me like I was God and he was one of the disciples, honey. He was looking at me like I was a bone, honey, and he needed a new leg. He was looking at me like I had a head full of hair and he was a bald-headed bitch. I was like, baby, you making me uncomfortable. Let me go put my robe on. Anyway, Sam's raggedy ass came into the room, and Kat's stupid ass gonna say, Sam, oh my God, he's the splitting image of my ex? Are you not embarrassed? Sam is the splitting image of your ex? Freddie's a damn supermodel, and you talking about, oh yeah, my ex looks like a little wonky man? And you got a supermodel fiance in front of you, and you telling, I would have laughed. I would have told my fiance, like, I am so embarrassed. Why Sam look like somebody I used to date in high school? Because look at the man you got in front of you, girl. What the hell is wrong? Ooh, I could slap you. Oh my God. Anyway, Freddie mentioned that, I think the girl's name was, I forgot her name, but the black girl, Freddie said, oh, the black girl's very attractive.
Ooh. He like black girls?
Very attractive. He said it a couple times. I said, ooh, not you liking black women.
Okay, get into it.
Not you, hold on. Not you liking the black girls. You know what? Now that I look at you, you look like you like black girls. Now that I look at you. If Freddie was here, I would touch his chest. I knew you like black girls. He's so funny.
Ain't told nan joke.
Anyway, I wrote down Freddie only said that about the girl though. First of all, he probably thought it was true. But he only said that out loud because Kat said something about her ex. He was trying to match her jealousy. That's all it was. Well, she said that and he felt jealous and insecure, and so he said something to make her feel jealous and insecure. It was very childish. But then Kat had the nerve to sashay her raggedy ass over there to Sam and start flirting with him. Cause Nicole gave Sam the ring back and she was like, oh, can I have that ring? I would have, if I was Freddie and I saw that footage, I'd be disgusted. I'd be disgusted. And then I wrote down the black guy who keep walking around talking in everybody's ear like, yeah, man, let me tell you what you need to do. Yeah. He was looking for screen time. He begging for some screen time. He begging for some screen time. Anyway, at the end of the day, Freddie asked Kat if she would sign a prenup or she would feel uncomfortable because, you know, if the assets went to his sister and not her. The thing about it is I think I would sign a prenup with Freddie. And I would put a stipulation on there with years. Like, okay, we're getting married on a TV show. So I would sign a prenup. I would say, but you know, if we're together for 2 years or 3 years, then I get the assets in the prenup. So I understand this is a new relationship, but I would put a year stipulation on that change in the prenup. That's what I would do. I would say, you know, you don't know me, I don't know you, we barely know each other. It makes sense for a business that your family built to go to your sister. But after 3 or 4 years, honey, nah, I get dibs. So that makes sure the relationship is gonna work out or something like that. Anyway, Freddie met Kat's family, and he said Kat is bougie, and he's not bougie like that. He wrote down, or I found out that Freddie doesn't drink. I said, oh, I love that. I love men who don't drink. I really do. And Freddie said he feels that his lifestyle is more simplistic and it won't satisfy her. And she was like, I'm not going to Nobu every day for dinner or anything like that. And I wrote down, I love to go to Nobu for dinner. And we found out Kat was adopted at 11 weeks, which I thought was funny because she kind of looked like her daddy. But here's the thing I want to say about Freddie. I went to his Instagram.
Oh, Lord. And what happened? Think about it.
And y'all know that I've had this channel for a long time, and y'all know I don't tolerate homophobia, transphobia, racism, or you know, any sort of phobias on my channel at all. And being an ally to particularly the queer community, I try to believe people when they say that they are attracted to the people they say they are attracted to. So I don't like to call people queer if they don't identify as queer themselves, or vice versa. I don't like to, partake in that game without evidence that somebody is queer. But Freddie, it wouldn't surprise me if he was a little bisexual, honey, because y'all seen Freddie Instagram?
He got a close friend on there he always taking pictures with.
And the only reason I really said this, I was like, oh, he a fine man on Instagram, whatever. I scrolled down and he had somebody on there that he keep taking pictures with like that was his boyfriend.
Ooh!
I said, oh, okay. Y'all cute.
Real cute. Y'all go everywhere together, huh? Okay.
But let me just tell you, either way, I'd be with him.
Period.
I don't care who he like. If Freddie said, I like women, I'd be there right there. Hey, Freddie. If he said he like black women, I'd be like, hey. If he said he bisexual, I'd be like, shit, what you want to do? Choo choo, because I'm here, the train coming, honey, and I don't even say that, honey. And if he said he like men, I'd be like, hey, what's up with it?
Okay, you know what? Cut the video off at this point. This is ridiculous.
I'd be like, baby, somebody give me a hat and some sunglasses.
I'm out of here. For real. I'm out of here. For real.
Let's move on to Jasmine and Sam. There are too many couples. Let's move on to Jasmine and Sam.
Too many couples. That's why I don't do this show.
Told Jasmine that she looks delicious. I want my man to tell me I look delicious. Jasmine was giving Demi advice in the beginning of this episode. She said, go get your man. Don't let Ollie stand over there alone by himself, And then also, I thought that was really good advice. Like, when your man at a party, don't let him be by himself. Go grab him, talk to him, touch his face and put your hand down his chest and stuff like that. Make sure he good. Anyway, Jasmine and Sam had sex. And then Jasmine then put it on her man so good, he then turned over and told her that Ollie said that he and Kat had chemistry in the pods. And now Jasmine came out her business because she's so damn insecure and so afraid somebody gonna cheat on her that she gotta protect her friends from being cheated on too, hell. Let's get into it. On the next episode, Jasmine cannot mind her damn business once again. And she goes to Ollie, okay? And she says, so do you like Demi or not? Like, if you're not feeling her, just say you're not feeling her. If you don't like her, it's fine. Just say you don't like her. Demi's very insecure. She's an insecure woman. She's my friend, and she's the most insecure woman I know. And if you don't like her, just say you don't like her. She's insecure. She doesn't feel good about herself. I don't want to see her get hurt. So just if she's insecure, just tell her you don't like her now. Just go over there and tell her you don't like her now. Don't lead her on. What's the big deal, Ollie? You brought this on yourself. If you don't like her, just say you don't like her. She's insecure. She hates herself. She hates her body. She hates her face. Bitch, if you don't shut up.
For real. Damn.
Ain't nobody ask you all of that. Why are you saying all of that about me?
Because she ain't no friend. She don't know how to be.
Why are you over here telling my man that I'm the most insecure woman who doesn't feel good about myself? You think you think that's what a friend would do?
No.
Oh my God. Somebody get Jasmine some help.
Her mama's mean like that. That's why she's like that. She think it's normal.
Please, somebody get Jasmine some help. Jasmine, while she calling other people insecure, she literally set up and told her man, hold on, what did she say? She literally set up and told her man, I'm a really jealous person. That's one of the wildest things. Because who actually comes out loud and said, I told my man that.
Girl, you sure did. So now what? What do you have to say?
Never mind. But we was talking about threesomes and stuff. So,
girl, can we get on with the video?
Threesomes and cheating and stuff. Anyway, Jasmine and Bobby again on the last episode. We got to meet Jasmine's mama. And I said, you know what? Thank God I don't have a mama like this, because this get on my damn nerves. Thank God my mama is a good mama, loves me without being
wonderful mama,
obsessive, without the idea that my life is her life. Jasmine said her mama called every number in her phone, and if it was a boy who picked up, she would tell them not to call her phone and block them.
Can her mama get some therapy, please? This is why she got trust issues. She's insecure. She don't know how to communicate. She don't know how to talk about her friends.
Jasmine's mama asked Bobby, how many girlfriends you got? And he was like, I've had some relationships, not serious relationships. She said, oh, not serious. She said, do you have a degree? And he was like, no, I dropped out of college. She said, it can be difficult to communicate with stupid dumbasses who aren't educated.
Girl, that ain't what she said.
She didn't say stupid dumbasses, but that's what she meant. Excuse me? I do think education is very, very important. But I think communication skills start at home, first of all. That's the first thing I'll say.
Gather her.
The second thing I'll say is working in tech specifically. My experience in tech taught me that a degree is not what makes somebody successful. A lot of people that I worked with in tech, a lot of people who start tech companies, who start companies in general, who become entrepreneurs, are not highly educated. A lot of highly educated people are really good at going to school, are really good at not giving up, staying course, studying, becoming highly educated, and going into their fields. That doesn't make them naturally successful. It doesn't make them richer, and it doesn't make them better communicators necessarily.
Ooh.
So I know a lot of people who are not highly educated who are awesome communicators, and I know people who are highly educated who can't communicate for shit. And I'm trying to figure out if Jasmine's mom is highly educated, because if you're so educated, where is your emotional intelligence? You must be book smart, but you don't have good emotional intelligence. Because why are you talking to this man like this? There's a way to talk to people. There's a way to ask people questions respectfully and eloquently and get the answers that you want without being a rude asshole. So maybe you're dumb. No shade. Bobby said he watched his mom get married 4 times, and he doesn't want to, he hated to see his mom go through that. Bobby also said, we want to move to London, and her mom goes, London's very expensive. He said, I make good money. I'm not worried about that. Period. Jasmine's mom said that she's very involved in Jasmine's life, and Jasmine was like, okay, you're involved in everything, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be telling you when me and Bobby get into a fight, and da-da-da. She goes, you tell me everything. Child, she said she hides nothing from me. Oh, well, you seen her coochie?
Probably has. But I'd be bitter like that if 4 men did me dirty too. That's why I ain't gonna let it happen.
I guess you be in the room. Anyway, let me be quiet. I wrote down, this is a toxic mother-daughter relationship. The ending advice for from Jasmine's mom to Bobby is be loyal.
And I would have told her go to hell. A lot of my friends said they would have told her to go to hell too. I would have said it nicely though. You know what? You can actually go to hell.
Listen, I want to have a close relationship with my child, but I never want to And I understand wanting to protect your child, but I never want to feel like, I never want my child to feel like I'm invading on their decisions that they make on their own. I'm there to give them advice and guidance, and what they do with it is what they do with it. But I feel like Jasmine's mom is so busy protecting her from being hurt, but it hasn't protected her from being hurt. Jasmine is so damn afraid of being hurt that she's jealous. She's insecure. She's the most insecure woman on the show. She's jealous. She's insecure. She's drop dead gorgeous. She's nervous. She has anxiety. She's worried about she being cheated on. She's worried about somebody disrespecting her. She's worried about not finding love. She's worried about honesty. She's worried about trust. She's worried about commitment. This girl, instead of making your daughter more secure, the fact that you have been in her damn business and put so many fears in her head has made her not confident, not secure. It's made her not in a relationship that's ever worked for her. She's been cheated on. She's been treated bad. What happened to all of your protection? How did that work out for you? It didn't protect her from anything.
Now look. Ooh, you ate.
So did you do all that for something or for nothing? Anyway, I don't have time to go. I'm not a therapist, but I know y'all call me therapy jazz. But I'm not a therapist, honey. I can't break down that relationship. Let's move on to the last couple, Ollie and Demi. Like I've been doing this for an hour, but it's only been 30 minutes, so. Ollie and Demi is the most complicated relationship on here. Let me take a breath.
Take a breather. Don't go to sleep.
Oh. Okay.
This is just a long ass FaceTime call at this point, cause.
Okay. Ollie said that there is no rush in regards to sex when it comes to their relationship. Let me tell y'all something.
Of course not.
I've never heard a man say that.
Ever.
Well, I have, but they lying.
They want sex.
You ever had a man say, hey, we don't have to do nothing. It ain't no rush.
Why they always touch your neck like that?
Rush? Why are you rubbing my neck like that?
I feel rushed.
It ain't no rush. It's no rush. Okay, if it's no rush, why are you giving me a massage? I didn't ask for.
And getting butt naked and
I'll be tickling myself. I really do. I think I'm funny. Anyway.
Hilarious.
Ollie said, we don't want to put too much emphasis on sex. I said, what he got? ED?
What's ED?
It's giving ED. Y'all know what ED is?
Education.
Anyway, Demi said, me and Kat look really different. I'm afraid for Ollie to see Kat in the mixer because that might be his type. And we know Ollie, I don't think that Ollie has a type, to be honest with you. I don't think Ollie prefers white women, prefers black women, prefers mixed girls, prefers Latina girls, prefers Asian girls. I think Ollie is just shallow and he likes really hot girls. That's his prerogative. Anyway, Ollie saw Catherine and he said she looked similar to what he thought she was gonna look like. And I wrote down, Ollie has wandering eyes. I literally caught a screenshot of him looking at the other black girl in the pod, looking at her body after they met. And here it is.
Oh, I'm supposed to put the screenshot? Oh, here it is.
Kat pulled Ollie aside for whatever the hell reason because she wanted to clear the air about the fact that he told everybody that he broke up with her. Who cares? You have Freddie now. Baby,
right.
if I had a man who was fine and another man that I didn't choose told everybody that he broke up with me, I don't care. I ended up with the man that I wanted. Who cares? Like, if I had a man who cared about me as much as Freddie cares about Kat, I literally would not care what he said in the pods. Everybody's gonna watch the show back and know that he lied.
He lied. It was all a lie. Sit down
and clear the air with him. Oh, I know why. So you can flirt in his damn face. That's why. So you can kiki and laugh. At the end of the day, Ollie said he don't remember what was said, but he was like, I apologize if, I said something that was wrong. Okay?
Ollie was never going to admit that, but whatever.
Ollie said, me being with Demi doesn't change the fact that me and Kat had a vibe. He's basically saying, despite me and Demi's connection, me and Kat still had a connection, and I think that's wrong and disrespectful. Why would my man, if my man told me, despite our connection, me and old girl had a vibe, excuse me? Okay, if you want to break up with me, just say that, because we can break up. Because why are you telling me that?
We must not have a vibe then, babe. Because why? Why are you telling me?
I wrote down, Demi is very cute. She just gets cuter every episode, doesn't she? Kat said that Ollie apologized for lying, which is really not what happened. But anyway, Ollie feels like that him and Kat have something and there's something there. They're making a lot of eye contact over the course of the evening. And I wrote down that Demi was feeling a way about Ollie and Kat's conversation. But please, y'all, please, if you don't take no advice from me about nothing, please take this advice right here.
No.
Never, ever, ever talk to your partner about an issue that you have with them out in public. Save that shit for the house. If your man does something that you don't like in public, brush it off. Let it go.
Period.
Take a note in your phone. Save it for later, bitch.
Put it in your pocket.
Don't ever go up to your man in public and say, excuse me, what just happened? Don't ever do that. Wait till you get home to talk about that. I said, Demi, please do not talk to Ollie about this right now. You can go up to him and let you know the body language, the things you say, the things you do, the way you looking will let your man know you got a problem with what happened, but we're going to talk about it later. Because if it was me, I would go up to my man and say, hey, how did the chat go? He'd be like, oh, it was a good chat. I'd be like, oh, I see. And that would be the end of it. And he would know, oh, you better act right. Because I peeped it, I commented on it, I'm going to get another cocktail, I'm not bringing it up I'm not even going to bring it up in the car. Because I don't want to be sitting next to you. You ain't going to put my life in danger when I bring up some stuff I don't like it. You get to swerving. I'm going to bring it up when we get in the house. Yeah. I wrote down, Demi, you're that girl. Why are you sweating Ollie like this? And then Ollie told Demi in bed that he wasn't flirting and she doesn't have any reason to feel bad. He lied. He was flirting with that girl. I wrote down, Demi is insecure and Ollie ain't no good. Two things can be true at once. In the next episode, Demi admits that she hasn't been being herself, her true self during this process. And she said, being quiet, it's really not me. It's not who I am. And I understand Demi's communication issue because when you're not validated, you are hesitant to speak. Demi insists that Ollie has validated her throughout this whole process. But the reason she can't be herself is because she doesn't feel 100% comfortable with her man. If you felt 100% comfortable with your man, you could be yourself. But she's feeling insecure because he has not validated her enough, obviously. You know what I mean? And I think there's a lot missing in their relationship. Physically, you know, romantically, I think they have a cool bond, but are they just friends or are they in a romantic relationship? That's what I don't really see for Ali and Demi. That's why I don't think they're gonna be together at the end of all of this. Ali said that they're not touchy-feely, that they don't have to be a touchy-feely couple. And I think when a man say that we're not really touchy-feely, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. From personal experience, when a man tells me, oh, I'm not really affectionate, that's a red flag. That's a red flag that I didn't even see in my own past relationships. Demi said, Ollie has so much depth and not everyone gets to see that. Baby, no, it's because you're creating depth that he doesn't have. Ollie is about as deep as a... Literally. I pissed deeper puddles than Ali is deep. He's not deep, girl. There's nothing deep about this man, baby. There's literally nothing deep about this man. He's not deep. His personality ain't deep. His thoughts ain't deep. His skin tone ain't even deep. Everything, nothing's deep, girl. I wrote down, why does everybody think Demi is unhappy? That's what I didn't get. Jasmine says, Demi can be very insecure. Do you like Demi or not? Are you her friend or not? I feel like Jasmine is the type of girl, either, I don't know what it is about Jasmine, but every time she pop up on the screen, the longer I see her, at first I thought, oh my God, gorgeous, want to see more of her. Now I just want to see less of her, because it's something, there's an underlying bitterness that Jasmine has, and it comes from her mama, I swear. It's the underlying bitterness, unhappy ass bitchness energy that comes from her, and Demi don't have that. Demi is like, she's insecure, don't get me wrong, these are two insecure women we're looking at, but Demi is light and sweet and beautiful, and like her energy is really light. You know what I mean? And Jasmine's energy is just heavy. And until she figures that out, who wants to be around you? You don't see why people don't want to be around you? It's the way you act. It's the way you act. And Bobby's gonna see it. Bobby is enthralled with her beauty right now. But once he gets used to looking at her, what's underneath is going to matter. It's going to matter, and that's going to be what keeps a person interested and engaged in you. And if that doesn't have something sweet and beautiful about it on its own, it's not going to keep no man around. I don't like Jasmine. Jasmine has said Demi is insecure more times than Demi has talked about her own insecurity, and more times than she's talked about, or she's probably said it more than that, but this is the only things we got to see on camera. I know everything's edited, but damn, she done said she's insecure like 7 times at this point. Like, we get it. How many times are you gonna say it? Demi is steady taking up for Ollie. That's all she does. I wrote down, Jasmine won't let it go. Jasmine pissed Ollie off, and Demi got the brunt of it. But I wrote down, Jasmine didn't have no tact either. You don't come in between. You don't come and sit in between two guys having a conversation. Squeeze yourself in between them and start to interrogate them, and just say that your girl's insecure. Your girl's insecure. Be honest if you don't like her. To me, that was not the way to handle that. I would have, oh my God, I would have been sick if my friend handled me like that, handled my man like that. Anyway, Ollie ended up saying, I want to go home, and Demi said, go home then. And he said, I'm done. Let me get out of here. F this. And I wrote down, hell no. Hell no. I wrote down, Ollie, if you can't handle this, be single, because you can't handle nothing. I'm sorry. I felt the way that Ollie stormed out was so disrespectful to Demi. If you're going to be in your feelings like that, you're not good at controlling your emotions over this. Imagine when he really gets mad about something else. Ew. Childish. Like, my goodness. I have a few more notes on Ollie and Demi. So I wrote down Ollie is vegan. For some reason, I think he lying. I don't even know why. I think he lying. Demi talked to Ollie about her having PCOS. They talked about the fact that they're not affectionate once again. Red flag. And then Ollie told Demi he has ADHD and nobody knows. Me and my mama said, well, the whole world know now. Anyway, I think that on this last episode, you know, everybody was at the mixer. The production company said, everybody cuddle, everybody kiss, everybody cuddle. Did y'all notice that all the couples were cuddling, all the couples were kissing? Ollie and Demi were cuddling and kissing, and Ollie is looking at the camera. He literally makes eye contact with the camera like this. That's why I don't trust him. That's why I don't trust him. I don't trust him or the other black man that's walking around being shady as hell. He's like, so Ollie, so if another girl caught your interest, what would you do, bro? If another girl caught your interest? Ollie was like, you know, honestly, I don't think another girl can catch my interest at this point. Ooh. It was the girl Charlotte that Ollie was looking at. He was looking at her booty. We got to meet Demi's family. I wrote down her daddy looked like a black American to me. I don't know, his face looked like an American dude. But yeah, it looked like their parents or her parents had a good relationship. And Demi's dad said he could not find a fault in Ollie. He was looking, but he couldn't find a fault in him. And I go, my daddy can find a fault in him if he met his ass. He can find one. I know my daddy can find a fault. My daddy can find a fault in anybody. Anyway, I wrote down, Demi, get rid of your insecurities. Okay? At the arcade date, they looked very cute. But I don't think Demi and Ollie are gonna last because Ollie can't be trusted. And that is the end of my thoughts on those 4 episodes. Today I'm going to be watching the last 2 episodes. I'm gonna film the reactions probably tomorrow sometime. And then hopefully I can have them out within the next couple days after that. Thank y'all for watching. And I hope y'all laughed. That's the whole point of this. Okay, bye.